Well, hello guys, welcome to the farm. I am really excited about what I'm making. I wasn't planning on recording, but I thought, you know what, this is the first time I've made a Himalayan salt soap. And there's a couple of things I'm using. I'm using a tea, rooibos in it, and rose. It smells amazing. It's got a little cinnamon in it and some vanilla. So I made a lye solution out of that. Let me grab that. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I'd made some tea and then I froze the tea and into these little discs I have and freeze them in these silicone molds, and then made my lye solution. And now getting ready to add my lye to my oils. Now with the salt soap, I will put the recipe down below. You need a higher amount of coconut oil, and you also have to up super fat. So because with a high amount of coconut oil, it can be very drying, and you need to up your super fat in your recipe. So this definitely is a recipe for those who have been soaping and you want to make a Himalayan salt soap. This has the oils that I've listed below. Also kaolin clay is in here, and I put bergamot and grapefruit essential oils. So I do have some of the other things that I have over here are some rose, this is pink clay. I have pink clay. I'm not quite sure what this is going to do in the soap. So I might add that. We're going to see what the color looks like once I start mixing this together. And of course, once it saponifies, it can be a completely different color. I have some Himalayan salt that I'll top with, and this is the rooibos tea. It's got some rose petals, and it's just beautiful color. I love the burgundies and reds. So if I want a little bit more chunkier pieces, I'll add some rose along with that, and the thick Himalayan salt. The Himalayan salt I'm using obviously in the soap is a very fine Himalayan salt. I have to add my lye solution to my oils and make sure it's a pretty good thick consistency before I add my salt here, my Himalayan salt, because if not, the salt's just going to go right to the ground. Now, something else I'm going to add, because I have extra and I want to go ahead and use it, is look at here. Can you see that? It's a heart. So I'm putting this in the mold, and here's my mold. These I will put up where I got this. I love this mold. It has, you can see me poking through here, it has holes where you can just push it once the soap is done. So it helps get the soap out. It's just it's a 5-pound mold. I bought 3 off of Amazon, and actually they were a really great price. All right, so let's get busy. We're gonna add this. Temperature right now is about 90 degrees, and my oils are about 80 degrees. So here we go. Get all this in there. Make sure we get it all, as much as possible. This is going to be a vegan soap. The heart embeds that I made are from almond milk. So I usually put heavy whipping cream in my soap as well, a powder. Did not do it this time. All right, here we go. I might have to move really fast here in a little bit. I don't know how this is gonna, my essential oils are already in here. That's a pretty cool color. So let me add, it's starting to, you see how it's starting to thicken up? Decisions. I don't know if I'm going to add any of the pink clay, because I don't use titanium dioxide anymore. So let's see. All right, I'm going to add a few, see what this does. Maybe bring it down to not so much of a burgundy, because if it saves this color, I might not add my hearts. clay doesn't do anything, if that clay doesn't do anything with color, it will definitely do something for the soap. Rose clay is great for the skin. So, oh cool, look at that. I could split it off and do 2 different colors, but that was not my plan. So. We're just gonna go with it like this. It's starting to get a little thicker, but still too runny for me to add my salt. There are little bits of some of the flakes of the tea in here, which I'm fine. It just ended up in the tea that I made. Let's go ahead and add this. I'm not going to stick blend this. I'm going to mix it in first. Usually if it's kind of stays on top, you know that's good. It's not going to sink to the bottom. That looks good. I'm going to mix this up good, and we might start getting real fast setting up here. Okay, so I've made a little bit of a change. I've decided not to add the heart in there. I'm just going to go ahead and pour this in the mold as is. It's starting to thicken up really well. Really well. It's starting to really thicken up. Good call. Oh, yes, lovely. All right, I'm going to get this for the top. Let me just tap this down a little bit. I do want to kind of put this on the top. As soon as it sets up a little more. Now this is my very first Himalayan salt soap, and I didn't use a large percentage, so I'm able to let this sit a little longer than what you would normally when you do a full salt soap. You would use molds, so that because it just gets so hard so fast, and this is giving me some time to play with it, which I'm happy with. So, but I want to make sure I use all of this. Not wasting any of that. See, look at all that good soap. So it's about 9 o'clock at night. So normally when I soap is at night, when my husband and son get into bed, and I've already have my oils and everything melted down and pretty much everything to go except for the lye solution. And then I get busy. Now I'm going to do something here and then add all my little botanicals. Let's see if I can bring you all in a little closer here. There we go. I want to get the rest of this off. I wonder what color this is going to be. I wonder if it's going to stay this color. Like it's almost like a dark peachy color. I'm glad I decided not to add the heart in the center. Just wasn't working. I thought it was going to be a lighter pink color. All right, so I'm just going to push this over, and then I come back. I'm going to put, this is the tea. Gosh, sometimes it's so hard with the gloves to do all this. Now, once I'm done with this, I will show you all the cut. Hopefully it doesn't break my wire on my soap cutter. Oh, this is really pretty. I'm gonna use some of these bigger roses, and then on top of that, I'm going to do some Himalayan salt. I think that'll be really pretty. Let's see what I got here. I absolutely love using herbs and teas. One of my things I loved as a kid was the apothecary shop. I was fascinated by the jars of just all these different concoctions. And I just feel like I've got my own little I am actually soaping in my dining room because my soap lab that we're still working on is a little too cold. And it's actually very cold. It's probably below 20 right now outside. So that's what my soap lab feels like. All right, I don't know what to call this bar. So there's something, isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, look at that. I love it. I don't know what I'm gonna call this bar, like Himalayan salt bar, or so what I wanna do is actually give a bar away to one of my, I mean, you just comment, you don't have to be a subscriber, but you can subscribe to All Things Life on the Farm, our equine ministry, and my Bath and Body business. That's all the stuff that you'll see. If you're interested in homesteading, our equine ministry, we work with kids and utilize our horses to just reach them where they are, whether they have a disability or just going through a rough time. We do work with a lot of families that are going through like transitions from foster care. So it's just pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I really love that. I'm so glad I did not put the hearts in there. Okay, so anyway, if you have an idea, once I go to the cut, you can see it better. What to call this soap? Put your suggestions in the comments, and I will pick a winner and send you a free bar. So I love the color contrast, and I hope this gets to be like a peachy color. Ah, I can't wait. Okay, well, it is 6 o'clock now. I've been up since about 4:30, and this is actually still soft. So I'm gonna wait a while. Like I said, I used a little bit more water, which tea in this case, than I normally do in my recipes. So I'm shaking it. So I'm just gonna, some of this is gonna fall off, but I'm at least get it out of the mold here. And just get a peek. It still feels, you can see, just a little tacky. I'm being extra careful because I don't want to end up being like a peachy color. It's pretty cool. That is a pretty loaf there. Okay, I have turned it to where all of that's facing down, and all the salt and the topping is facing down. And that way when I use my cutter here, it's not going to drag all that through the soap. Alright, so the first cut, make sure I have it. Oh, it is hard inside. Now, oh, it's pretty. Look at that. I might cut that into some samples. After this, I have to go up and take care of all the animals, and it is so cold outside. Oh my gosh, I might break my string. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I can't wait to test the lather out on this. I'm a little nervous with my string though. You know, I've always wanted to make soap, especially goat's milk soap, because you know, our dream to have an equine ministry, to have a homestead. Oh my gosh, this is gonna break. you know, we wanted a homestead. I wanted to be able to make our own things, and there's just so many chemicals and artificial ingredients and products, and it's just pure soap. I don't even use sodium lactate. I don't use any titanium dioxide. I don't use any dioxides or micas. Many of the kids that we work with on the farm have a lot of sensitivities. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Have a lot of sensitivities to those additives. So I don't want to put anything that's going to cause any adverse reactions. I want something that's good for the skin. So, all right, I'm going to finish cutting these up, and these will be ready in 4 weeks. Again, if you comment below what you think I should call this soap, I'll do a drawing and someone will get a free bar. I'll send it to you. Thanks guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. You want to see all things life on the farm here at Steadfast, from our horses, goats, our homesteading, our equine ministry, and bath and body products. Thanks so much. Y'all be blessed. Bye.
If I had 1,000 tongues, I would sing with everyone. Voices like a mountain song. Sing, you are my only